So today let's go over the document manager in NewPanda. That is a feature that allows you to send links to documents that you want to share with your contacts, okay? And very quickly, I will just explain to you the philosophy behind sending a link to your document rather than sending your document as an attachment. Your recipients are basically afraid to open attachments. When they see attachments come in their email, they remember times when they got spammed. They hear horror stories about people who click on attachments that they get in their email and it wipes out their hard drive, or it does some, it has a virus and it does something bad to their computer. So people don't want to download attachments onto their computer. They're just afraid to, and with good reason. So the other reason that sending a link to your document is so much better is that your recipients don't have to download anything. So if they might have a slow internet connection, it's not going to clog up their their internet. It's not going to take a long time to download. They can simply click that link and view that document without downloading it onto their computer. And then if they want to download it, they absolutely can. The other thing is the email service providers like Gmail and Yahoo and Hotmail and AOL and all those guys, when they see people sending a bunch of emails out with attachments, whether it's 30 or 3,000 or 13,000, that is, they consider that extremely spammy. And so your chances of getting your email delivered actually go down if you have attachments, and depending on how many messages you're sending and how big the attachment is and your current spam rating. So we don't want to jeopardize the possibility of your messages getting delivered. So this way is actually much better. It's safer for your recipients. It's it is faster for delivery, and it has much better delivery rates. Okay, so philosophy lesson having been said, let's go ahead and use the document manager. So we'll just create a new message that we're going to use to send, and you can certainly use one of our templates if you're working with a stationery or some other template. You can link a document within that, but a lot of our people are going to make their own message for which they're going to link to the document. Okay, and let's just pretend for demonstration purposes that it's Fire Safety Awareness Month, and we're going to send our recipients a super handy document, a fire safety hazard plan for their home. Okay, so we're gonna send them a link to a super handy document that they can have to have a fire escape plan. Okay, so the first thing, obviously, you want to have some text for your message. You don't just want to send a link to something without explaining to your people what you're sending. That's just as scary as opening an attachment, right? So have some text, tell them what you're sending and why. And then the next thing is you're going to select some text or an object to which to link the document. Okay, so so we're sending a fire escape plan, a link to a fire escape plan. So let's select the text fire escape plan, and let's make that the text for our document, the text link. All right, so we select our text. Now we're going to go to our document manager, and we're going to say, hey, when people click the fire escape plan link, here is the thing we want them to have. Now you can either choose from documents you've already uploaded, or you can click the upload button and then click select to browse for a new document that you'd like to use. Okay, either double click on the document or click it once to select it and click open. You'll see it load here, and then click the upload button. Depending on the size of the document, it may take a minute for that document to load. When you see it in your list, you're going to click on it. You're going to see your linked text, and we're going to choose for the target. We're going to choose new window, and that simply means that when the recipient clicks the link, it will open a new window. It will not replace the email message that you sent them. So we're going to say fire escape plan, new window, and insert. You'll see that this has now become a link. It's underlined. So that's option number one, link to text. Option number two, link to an object. This is also popular. Let's say we want to link to an image that says click here, right? So we're going to go to our image manager, and if you already have a click here image, go ahead and select it, or I'm going to browse for a new click here image that I have. I'm going to double click on that. It shows here. I'm going to say upload, It's going to show me my click here button, and I'm going to say insert. So now I've inserted the image. Now I have to link it to my document. Click on the image to select it. It will turn blue. That means it's selected. Again, we're going to go to our document manager, and you could either browse for a new document to link it to, or again, choose one of your existing images, okay? Or excuse me, documents. I'm going to say new window again, and I'm going to say insert. And now that also is linked to that document. The other final way that you could do it is to not, put anything, but simply come to the document manager and just select it and insert it there, okay? If you wanted to, but that does not look quite as nice as linking to some text or to a button, but you may certainly do that if you want. If your recipients will understand what that is, you might put some text in front of it. Click here to view the document. Right, and then do that. That would work just as well, okay? Finally, I will caution you, please, please, please use the preview feature when you're working with inserting images, hyperlinks, documents, any of that. Please use the preview feature to open up the message and see what it's going to look like. You can even use the send preview button right here. It'll send a preview of the message to you to the address that you use in NewPanda, so that you can open it up in your email inbox just like your recipients would, and you can make sure that it looks good and works the way it should before you send that live. The other thing that you can do is right in this preview pane, you can click on these links and see if they work. Okay, so that's the other great advantage of the preview feature. Please make sure you also email it to yourself so you know it's working correctly before you send that message. And that is how you use NewPanda's Document Manager.